Everybody. Glenda Balla here, and welcome to my craft room. I'm just putting some adhesive sheet on the back of some cardstock. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from the west coast of Vancouver Island, British Columbia, Canada, and I am going to share with you how to create a gift card holder tonight that does not have any stamping in it. I know. Isn't this a stamping presentation, they say? Yeah, it is. But sometimes dies are your best friend. And I'm going to be using the add-on kit for the May 2023 Paper Pumpkin Kit. And that is called Exploring in Color. What's the Exploring in Color Cards and Envelopes. I just went over to the website so I could get the real name. Now, okay. But I also want to show you some cool new dies hello, Janet. So everything is happening over there in Facebook. Yes, as far as I know. Good to go. All right. So let me flip you around because you've seen enough of me. And that way I can get myself situated without you seeing the camera that's right in my face. So here's the card that we're going to make tonight. Uh-oh. Gonna have to pop back and forth again. Hello, Marie. So if you're watching, if you could just go up to the description of that video and where it says, click the following link to share your name. If you could do that, that means I can see your name. So let me just put it here in the comments. So just click on that link and then StreamYard will show me your name. But hello and welcome. Okay, so here's the card. It's a gift card holder. And this is all it is. So your gift card pops here in this side. So you could make this birthday, anniversary, graduation. You could use Christmas papers and make it for Christmas. And with what I'm using tonight, as you see, there is no stamping. The only stamping I did was putting my name on the back. Okay, so these are the dies I want to show you. These are called the Wanted to Say dies. And they're in the catalog. Oops. So let me get them out. Hi, Yvonne. Okay, so Wanted to Say dies. They are on page 167 of the annual catalog. They're standalone. They don't coordinate with any stamp set, so you can't find them anywhere in the catalog except on page 167. But if you go to page 35, they say that you can see them in use. So we go to page 35, there on that card right there. That's one of the dies. But that's the only place you can see them being used. So I have set up some cardstock and I'm going to cut these all out so we can have a look at them because I haven't even done that yet. But if you look at this card, you see this gorgeous paper. What do you think of that paper? Do you like it? Is it cool? Is it not interesting? I like it. And it comes from this add-on kit. Now it's $13.75 and you get 18 card bases and 18 envelopes. Let me just get my calculator out because I really want to know. I really, really, really want to know. $13.75, add 11% shipping, add 12% because in BC it's 12%. So $17 divided by 18, that's like 95 cents for a card base and envelope. So there's 3 different card bases. 2 of them are landscape, and 1 is portrait. And then there's the envelopes to go with. Oh, wait. There's that color envelope, and this color envelope. Let me put that in there. So that's what you... It will work for a whole bunch of different cards. And what did I do with them? I thought I got out the cards I made with it. I did make some when I was doing my Paper Pumpkin Live, because they're the same thing. So this is the Paper Pumpkin kit, and I made a whole bunch of different cards. Maybe I didn't make them. See all of these different ones? These are all the Paper Pumpkin ones. And what I did was I took the backs and the fronts, because in the Paper Pumpkin kit, there's a back and a front. See, that's scored in the middle. This refill kit is still available as well. So the only thing it doesn't have is the ink spot and the stamp set. But come on, I'm sure you've got lots of sentiments that you can add in there. But apparently I thought I had, and they're not in that box, so I don't know where they are. Okay, who's that says hello? Marlene and Josie. Hi, ladies. Thanks for joining me. Okay, so let's get these out of the way. So if you are interested in these, I will be putting an order in locally on Saturday. And if you live out of town, they probably will mail from me to you for, let's see. So if all you want is these, you can have them shipped to me. Let me just, see, they'll be between 200 and 300 grams. So $4.66 to have them shipped to me, or $4.66 if I order them for you and have to mail them out to you. Or if you're part of my club, add them to your club order. I love them too. Who said that? Hello, Jessica. Yes, I thought of you right away when I saw these, because this is definitely your style of cards, Miss Jessie. They are. Okay, so before we get started making the card, I want to cut out these dies. Now, there is Feel Better Soon. So there's the forefront and the background. So there's Feel Better Soon. There is Happy Birthday, which is the one I used. There's Celebrate. And there is You're Too Kind. So I'll cut all these out and we'll have a look at them. And then there's all these extra little bits. There's some flowers, some stars, hearts. I don't really know what that is, but we'll find out. Okay, so I'm going to run these through my machine, and we're going to cut them out, and we're going to layer them together so that we can see what they look like. Who was that said they need these dies? Oh, Jesse, you do. Yes, you do. You need these dies because they are so fun and so easy to use. Okay, I got 1/2 going through. Oh, somebody's saying hi to me. Hello, Facebook user. So those of you that I say are coming through as Facebook user, oh, I didn't get my plates lined up. Hard to run them through. If you can click on that link that I shared just up above, where it says to click on there so that StreamYard can show me your name, I would appreciate it, because then I don't have to keep calling you Facebook user. Because right now, I have no idea. Hang on. I will get the catalog and I will. Uh-oh. Hang on. They are $54. Oh, all my stuff is falling out. All my information sheets that I got in there. Lazy Day class registration going until the 24th. Okay, I'm gonna pick my dice up because I just dropped them all. Okay, who's over there? And when you are ordering these dies, they're stuck to my plate. When you order these dies, oh no, it's not showing me your name, whatever Facebook user that is that said they clicked on it. Oh, Carolyn, hello. Hi, Dimity. Hi, Marcia. Okay, so here's the background part. And I really strongly urge you to use adhesive sheet for these because they are quite thin, as you can see. So let's just pop these out. I promise I will get to the card. It's just that that card doesn't take long at all to create. So we're going to, and I hadn't done these yet. Okay. Now, when you use the adhesive sheet, they don't pop out quickly, but they are all cut. It's just that they don't release the extra bits. So it's just a matter of going in there and taking them out. There we are. See, it's just that easy. And then you put it on top of the other part, and the adhesive sheet allows you to move them if you get them down and they don't go where you want them. Okay, there's number one. See, that didn't take long. Now, happy birthday. The background is in one piece and the detail part is in two pieces. And they're far enough apart that you don't have to use them as one. You could cut them in half and use them separately. Come on, let go. Okay. Here's the happy birthday. Hi, Wendy. Oh, well, Dimity, thanks for trying. I don't know what, sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't, and I have no idea why it works for some and not for others. But thanks for trying. And I do appreciate you signing your comment. That makes it really easy for me to figure out who it is. Okay, so there's the birthday. And here's the happy. And when you separate the liner from the cardstock, if you roll it like this, see how I'm rolling it? It tends to leave all those pieces on the liner. And then you only may have one or two little spots left. And of course, they're got adhesive on, so they stick to your fingers. There's the happy birthday. See, and how easy would it be just to snip those right there and have it so that you can use it as two separate words. Okay, let's just roll this one off of here instead of trying to get it all out. And then I just put it on my finger like this, so those little tiny bits come out if they don't come out when you roll it off. See those? They come off really easy. Of course, then they stick to your finger, and because they're black, they look like mouse poo. It's really not mouse poo. Are the adhesive sheets black? No, the adhesive sheets are white, Rosemary. Well, no, the adhesive sheets are clear. The liners are white. Caroline, I went back to the post for the video, went to the bottom. There's a StreamYard link to click. Oh, yep, that one. Or up in the, I put it in the comments, but it's also up at the bottom of the description of my video where I do all the blurb at the beginning. And thank you, Carmen, for that. Oh, who knows what Facebook does, eh? Dimity, I'm telling you. What is this now? You're too kind, this one. Who was on the phone? Oh, Valerie, hello. Okay, now. This one has three words. So what do you think of these dies? Do you think they're versatile? Are they something that you would like in your collection of dies? I've wanted a happy birthday for a while now since they took the last one away from us. And I love the fact that they're standalone. So you don't have a stamp set that goes with them. There. Yes, Rosemary, you need them. Yvonne likes them. Somebody else likes them. Yvonne likes them. Valerie likes them. Carmen likes them. Rosemary. Marlene just added them to her next order. Thank you, Marlene. Okay. Your two and then kind. So I like doing this with my dies when I get them in. Sometimes they don't make sense when they're just, especially the ones that have words on them. It's hard to read them because, of course, they're backwards, right? So by doing these like this, and then I'll put them on a sheet of cardstock. What have I got? What have I got hanging around? So then I would just put them on to a sheet of cardstock, and when I need to find something, there they are. So I do it with a lot of them. Here's the one I did. Oops. The one I did for the motorcycle. What else is in here? Oh, two-tone flora, sentimental park dies. Those are just the ones I have handy right here where I am. Oh, Dimity likes them. They are on page 167, Valerie. So there they are. Now, You're Too Kind and Happy Birthday, although they're double worded, you can cut them. The Feel Better Soon, not so much, because they've kind of woven the words into each other. So now, tell me, celebrate or happy birthday for the gift card holder that we're going to make tonight. Celebrate or happy birthday. Okay, so that's the wanted to say dies. Let's get them out. And then I'm going to finish off the card with some in color dots. Let's make a blue one. So I've already got this all cut out. So this is the envelope that comes with the package with the card bases and the envelopes. So you get an envelope, so you don't have to pay for an envelope. And then I cut all the pieces. So these come, where did I put them? Oh, there they are. So here's the one I'm using. These ones come with a plain back and then the front. So this is what's left over after using them. So I'm going to save this because I never know when I'm going to want to do something with this, and I'll have the matching cardstock. Oh, celebrate. People are voting for celebrate. Okay, so I've used 2 card fronts. So there's the colors I chose for the sentiment. This is layering cardstock. Or this is that's the cardstock for writing in here. That's that one. And then I have that piece and that piece. So those go together, and I've cut them up. Now, I've also used another full front for the inside. So there's actually 2 of them. And then there's an extra piece that comes from here. And that's what I used on the envelope. So there is no stamping at all on this card. Okay, so even if you're not using these, you can still make this card with designer paper and cardstock. So you need 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. And I'm going to layer that onto a 4 by 5 1/4 piece of basic white. So let me get my adhesive. I had to replace it tonight, so I've got to advance it till it's ready to go. This would be really cool to use at Christmas time. I should make myself a template. I don't think I did. I have to make myself a template, and then we'll make a Christmas one when it comes time for doing Christmas projects. Okay, there's the inside one. And then 2 pieces that are 2 3/8 by 3 7/8. And they're layering on to basic white that is 2.5 by 4. And I'll just get those layered on. So did you guys have a good week? Did you manage to get any crafty stuff done? I'm going to Powell River to do a class on the Gone Fishing bundle. So I was working on those cards since I spoke to you on Monday night, and they turned out really cool. So I think I'm going to, I didn't get it. Can you use the picture of the card I sent you for Share It Saturday? Yeah, whoever that is. Who is that? Oh, Valerie. Yeah, just when I'm done, Val, send me a message so I don't forget, okay? Ooh, somebody weeded their garden and made 3 cards. Woohoo. Who is that? Who is that? Marie. That's awesome. Yeah, I did some weeding too. I did some weeding, I did some watering. Okay. So the card base is boho blue, and it's 11 by 4 1/4. And I scored it at 2 3/4 and 5 1/2. So I've already folded it at 5 1/2. So I'm just going to fold the 2 3/4 over like this. Make sure it's, I've decided that when I'm doing these multi-layered ones that need to lay down, I'm going to start doing the folds both ways, because then I find they lay down a little bit flatter. Okay, so now I've got that. But if I just took this and folded it, see, it's going to bind. You see how it's kind of arced itself in there? So if you take your paper trimmer, put put your card base in here. Now here's that 2 3/4 inch score line. I'm just going to put it ever so slightly. So I'm going to line it up with the edge of that white there and just trim off just a little tiny, tiny, tiny bit. That stops that binding happening. So now when I turn it over, see, it lays down nice and flat now. So now I can go ahead and add all my pieces in there and I don't have to worry about it buckling like that. So let's put this one in first. And I don't think it matters which order you do this in. So Carolyn, how's your camping going? Because you're out camping at China Creek here in town. I bet that road has been extremely busy the past few days because that's on the way to that's the detour out of town now. Okay, so there, I've got that in there. Now, if I fold this over, these pieces go together like this. So that's that piece, and this is this piece. And by doing this, it kind of gives you continuity. Carmen was busy from Sunday to today helping her friend finish packing up stuff and finding a movie company that will drive over the back roads. Oh my gosh. Oh, yeah. There's a lot of commercial vehicles that are not insured to drive those back roads. And I'm thinking that's what took so long getting things up and running, because these companies had to scramble for insurance. And anybody that has a rental car, the rental companies are now telling them that their rental agreements are null and void. That was a little long. I'm just going to take a little slice off of that because it's bothering me. Oops, hang on. That. So the rental companies are telling people, if you're stuck in Tofino, then you just have to wait there, or like in Port Alberni. But you could probably drop your car off in Port Alberni and fly out, because there are flights now. $100 to go from here to Qualicum, which is really reasonable. Oh, you drove that road? Oh, you know what I did? Okay, forgot to do this. Now, when I did the original one, I punched them all separately, and I had already decided that I'm going to try to punch this all together and see what happens. Now, I'm using a 1-inch circle punch. If you don't have any circle punches, and I can't see how that could possibly be, you could probably use a die, or you can use, this is the ladybug punch, and you could use this somehow. There, see? You could use the ladybug punch and punch it with that. So let's use it, because this one is current. I'm just going to find a pencil, and I want to get the center of this. There we go. Okay. Ah, yeah. Our son, Phil, came home on Tuesday, and he had to drive that. There we go. And that was the bottom of the ladybug. So that worked well. And the fact that this is a bigger punch probably worked better than what this little one would do. So there we have our little notch in there now. Then you need to put Tombow because you can't make this too wide or you won't be able to get your gift card in there. So you want to make sure that you have, oh, I guess you could. I'm just going to use Tombow. Oh, I'm going to use, we've got lots of room at the bottom, so maybe I'll use Stamp and Seal at the bottom, right along the very bottom. And then I'm going to run Tombow up the side, like this, right up to the top. Okay, so I'm going to let that dry a little bit. And there's the piece for the envelope. I'm just going to pop that onto the envelope. Well, with you guys out there, Carolyn, and only having to go to Nanaimo, it's probably not a lot further. The road is a little bit worse, but it's probably not a lot further for you out there. There's the envelope. Okay, now everybody wanted celebrate. Let me see if my paper is big enough for it. Yep. So that's what it's going to, it'll say celebrate like that. Okay. There's one piece. And there's the other piece. So this is the intricate part. And this is the background part. Run those through my machine. Clear all the garbage out. So I had fun with the fishing bundle. We're doing 4 cards. A whole bunch of comments came in. Ooh, I have to read them. I like comments. I love reading comments. They're so fun. Oh, you're welcome, Brenda. Hey, I can see your name. Okay, so I changed the color of these from this to what's this? Copper clay and wild wheat. I keep using wild wheat. I know people are not liking it, but you know what? I love this color. I am really enjoying using it. All right, let's pull this off. Piece out of there. So, what do you think of these 2 colors together? You like them? Celebrate. Oh, don't sing, woman. We'll have issues with Facebook. Okay. Push that one over into its spot here. Okay, it's not sticking. Is that because it still has a liner on it? No. Okay. I don't have a block here. I'll have to use my punch just to get it to stick. Not bad. Look good together. I think it's cool. I love that color. I'm sorry, Holly, if you're watching. Every time I use this color, I think of Holly. She doesn't like it. Okay, so that's not dry completely, but it's dry partially. So now I'm just going to stick that together. So there's the little pocket for the gift card to slip into. Oh, have to wait till the glue is dry. It's not dry yet. Now this piece, I'm going to pop it inside because it's to write on. And I made it this size so that it would hide underneath the flaps so it doesn't interfere with the flow of the card. You see how that goes together so nice? It looks like one big scene. Now celebrate. Gonna go on there like that. Okay, so I need to put adhesive up to there. Get some Tombow. Oh, there's Holly, and she still doesn't like it. Okay, you don't have to like it. Not everybody has to like every color, right? I have to come up with something for my team meeting in July. Maybe I'll send everybody one of these. Oh, I have to order more. There we go. Let that hang over a bit. Maybe that's what I should do. I should order some more of these and send all my team one of these and a card base and see what they come up with. Wouldn't that be cool? Those of you out there watching that are part of my team, what do you think? Is that a cool idea? Okay, now finish it off with some bling, bling, bling. Now we have to decide what color bling we want to use on this. I'm thinking the blue. What do you think? Blue or brown or yellow or gray? Yes, Carmen, you're right. When not by itself as a sheet, but when you combine it with other things, it is pretty. Only if it comes with money in the card. Why would I send my team members money? Who said that? Oh, Valerie. Yeah, I don't send money to my team members. However, I did mail goodies off to all of my team members. Has anybody received them yet? When did I mail them? Tuesday, I think. Okay, I'm using the blue because that's what I want to use. Oh, mix them? They're stuck. Okay, I'll use a yellow one. We'll use a yellow one over here. How's that? So I have two blues and a yellow. You do, Holly, because I showed what these looked like at the beginning. They're the wanted to say dies from page 167. So if you missed that, you should go back and watch it because it's very informative. Okay, nobody's received their envelopes yet for my team. Janet, Holly, I don't know who else is. Wendy's watching. Oh, you only check your mail once a week? Oh, Carmen, how can you do that? I need to check mine daily. Not that I get something every day, but you know. So there we go. Not yet. Oh, well, they're coming. And I handed them to the ladies in the post office separately, the out of town ones and the in town ones. I was hoping they wouldn't mail the out of town ones out and make them come back in again. So she canceled the stamp. So I was hoping that maybe they wouldn't. How many in a box, please? Oh, okay, Carmen. I'll have to send you more cards so you get more than 3 weeks. It's nothing in 3 weeks. Thank you, Janet. How many in a box, please? There are. There are. Let me get them back out here. There are 18. So you get 6 of each of these. So you get 6 of these ones and the 6 coordinating envelopes. There we go. So 6 of those ones with coordinating envelopes. Then you get 6 of these ones with coordinating envelopes because they coordinate with the card, the color. And then I lost it. There it is. 6 of these ones with coordinating envelopes. And I've seen these. Do you want to try something? Have you guys got time to hang around? Oh, Brenda, you got to play with them. I want to do. I saw these done with the Grove dies, and I really want to try it. Have you got time? Shall I do one? Tell me which one you want me to use, the left or the right, and I'll get out the Grove dies. Which one do you think we should use? This one or this one? Okay, the comedy and Fast and Furious. Let me go back up here. Right, right, right. 4 right, 1 left, 5 right, 2 left, 3 left, 6 rights. Okay, so everybody, more people want the right one than the left one. So let's just do that. Okay, I'm going to use that. Now, what color should the trees be on the front? Black or white or green? Any idea what color the trees would be? So I'm going to cut this off. I'm going to cut this down to 4 by 5 1/4, I think. Okay, let's just cut the back off to start with. We could use this. Make the trees black. What about if I cut them out of this? So this is the part. I'll just do that because then we'll be able to see it. Because I've got it. So it's not like I have to get an extra piece. And then if you don't like the blue, that'll give us an idea of what color it should be. We have a black, a green, and a wild wheat. I love these dies. Oh, look at that. Well, what do you think? I have to get these bits out of here. So if you decide to do a different color, the dies are ready to go. Dark green, says Janet. So that would be mossy meadow. Dark green, says Wendy. Try it on the other sheet. Yes, I was going to do that. Good idea. Oh, I like it on that sheet better. What do you think? So there's that one. And here's this one. Dark green. Evening evergreen. Oh, we don't have evening evergreen, but mossy meadow takes the mountains away. Maybe that one would way better on the second one. Yeah, I think so too. Okay, let me just cut that one. And I'm going to cut it down. I'm going to cut it down to 4. 5 and a quarter. So which way do I want it to go? I want that to be kind of in the middle. Oh, look, there's a little fire in there. Do you see the little the little campfire? I didn't notice that was even there. Okay, I'm gonna just take off a little bit off each side so it still stays centered. Or maybe I took too much off. Oh well. There we go. The blue is too dainty. Look at that. Okay, let me get a piece of mossy meadow. Mossy meadow. Okay. Do I have a piece? 5 and a half. Look at that. There's even a piece all ready to cut. Okay, I will cut out, and I think I'll move it down a little bit, right? So move it down a little bit so that we get some of the water in there. Move it down to about there. All right. Okay, this is Mossy Meadow. Get the last of the little bits out. What do you think? We line it up right at the top, then we'll be able to get. Which do you think? Now, should we try black? Let's just grab this piece of black. And I will cut it out in black once I get rid of all the little bits that are in there. Sometimes they come out and sometimes they don't. Come on, dudes. Leave. I have to use the dye again. There are a couple little ones left there in the corner. Okay. Mossy Meadow is much better. Much better. I'm going to try black. I'm going to try black. If I can get the crap off of my cutting plates here. Okay, let's just whip this one through. And then we'll have a look at what the black looks like on there. Oh, Rosemary said she's still a wild wheat fan, especially if wanting a fall scene. Yep, I hear you. Okay. There's in black. Now, let me grab some wild wheat. Get rid of the bits
in the die. And then I'll grab some wild wheat and we'll have a look at what the wild wheat looks like too. Because it's not about making the card, it's about experimenting to see what would look good with those. And using the dies, because I can't get the bits out. Come on, bits. Out. Out, out, out. It's dark down there in my garbage can and I can't see properly. Okay. Black is a little stark. Yes, I agree. Wild wheat. Wild wheat. Okay, let's do the wild wheat one. We'll have a look at that. Oops, I just have to clean off my cutting plate and then all those little bits out. So our community has come together and created a car show for Saturday. So there's a big one over on the other side of the hump in Parksville for Father's Day. And because we can't get there, some of the locals have gotten together and they're doing a car show down at one of our local areas, which I think is amazing. We're called the Community with a Heart for a reason. There's the wild wheat. You like the blue trees. Black could be a forest fire after picture. Okay, who was that said, I got to go over here. Somebody likes the blue trees. Valerie likes the blue trees. Okay, are we ready to vote? Okay. Wild wheat. Mossy meadow. Black. Or blue. This one I'd have to cut it a bit so we could get some of that in. No, just no to wild wheat. Oh, Holly, I knew that was you. Okay. We have one vote for what? Mossy Meadow. Mossy Meadow. Mossy Meadow, please. Rosemary says wild wheat times 5. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3 for Mossy Meadow and 2 for wild wheat. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to make 2 of them because I've got 2 cards. So we'll do this one. We'll do this one. Or we'll do this one and we'll do this one. We'll just make 2 of them. What about that? I think that would look pretty good, don't you? And then we'll put Mossy Meadow on this one. Okay. Now I do want to cut these down. I don't want them to be full card fronts. Oh, excuse me. I want to cut this down to 4 by 5 1/4. So I'm going to have to make this 5 3/8 on one side and then flip this around and do 5 1/4.
There we go. Now, where's the wild wheat one? I'm going to do the same thing. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I don't know what it is about doing a video. Sneezing happens so much when I do videos. And cut. Even if I'm going to put it on the same color card base, by doing this, it gives it a little bit more texture. Okay, so I'm probably going to have to cut. Oh, look at this. Look at that. You still see it around the edge. What do you think? I think that's kind of cool, having it peeking out like that. This one I think is going to be okay. Oh, got to cut a bit off of the top. I want to be able to see the water. Okay. So this one I'm going to put over here, and I'm going to put it so that we see the water. But pop the wild wheat? Yeah, could do that. But I think that's kind of cool. Okay, let me get a think I'll get both card base with that. And I just happen to have a boho blue card base. So that's going to go, and then we'll pop that one up. And then this one, I'd like to put it on a mossy meadow place. So let me cut this. Everybody likes that peeking out one. Look at that. Oh, I like this so much. Okay, I'm going to put adhesive on here. See if I can do it without making it all over my brand new. I got out a new mat today. Grid paper. There we are. Now, because I went right up against the edge, now I have to go around and curl it over so that it doesn't stick out. Okay. Now, I like doing the trunks too, because then they stay down. I think it looks funny when it lifts, unless you've popped it up. Then it looks fine. Okay. There's the piece we're going to use. And I'm going to put it just above the edge there. Okay. Now I know that's poking out, but that's okay. That's what scissors are for. And if you angle them like this, then you can just slide them underneath there and they'll cut off that extra piece so you don't see it. There we go. Okay. Now put that right onto the card base. So what do you think of these cards? Look at this. Just look at that. We could put a deer in there too. Okay, and this one, apparently, I'm going to be popping it. So, yeah, you're going to have to bear with me because this is going to take a lot of. What time is it? Oh, we've been in here an hour. I don't want to use the strips because they're too thick. So this is going to take a little bit of time to put all of these on here. Move that one over a bit. Run. So, Caroline, did you see the whales when they came in the canal the other day? We had orcas in here, and I didn't find out about them until after they were gone. So I didn't get to scoot down and see them. Need to do a little bit of piecing here. When we first moved here, holy man, we've been here a long time. 26 years. Holy moly. When we first moved here 26 years ago, having orcas in the canal was unheard of. There is no way they would have ever thought that we would have orcas down the canal. But now the canal has cleaned itself up since they stopped putting all that crap in the water. So the orcas are coming right down. Now I'm suspecting that they are the ones that eat the salmon because the salmon are running, and I'm thinking that they followed the salmon down. Okay, that should do it. Maybe not. There. Okay, let's get this on here. This paper is amazing. I agree. And if you don't have them yet, you need to get them because they're only here for a limited time. Once they're gone, they're gone. So they won't be replenished. So it's not like you can wait for a while till they come, and they'll still be there. I'm surprised they're still there now. They must have ordered a whole bunch of them in, which is really cool. And then if you want the paper pumpkin kit refill to match them, so it's basically the same kind of cards. If let me know if you want me to show you the paper pumpkin kit again, I can do that. Not only takes time putting these on, but holy man, it takes time getting the liners off too. There. Okay, so let's put this on to the card base first. Then I'm not fighting with it. Somebody's got nothing but time. Rosemary wants to see them. Okay, I will do that. Okay, so there's our front on the boho blue card base. Now we'll take the wild wheat and put it on top. Oh my goodness, ladies, look at that. Just look at that. Is that not stunning? No, I did not get my earthen set yet. It's in Nanaimo. It's been in Nanaimo since Thursday, last Thursday. So I'm hoping, like, the issue is that UPS trucks cannot travel that back road. They're not equipped for it. It would rattle them to death. And everything would, because all of the boxes just sit in racks on the side of the truck, right? So they've had to contract somebody who has the insurance, first of all, to come down that road. And then when they get all that stuff into town, then they have to find, they got contractors that are winging it around. So I haven't seen Jamie for 2 weeks. So I'm hoping maybe tomorrow. If not, maybe Friday. Okay, paper pumpkin. Oh, sorry. You didn't need to see my big butt like that. I don't know your address, Valerie. Don't know Valerie's address on Gordon Avenue. Okay. Apparently, my twine is unwinding. Let me just wind my twine back up. Do you know how to stop it from unwinding? So if you take scissors, I don't use my good paper snips for this, and just cut. Do a couple of snips in there. When you wind it around, then you can just put it in there. Oh, wait, I did that the wrong way. Put it in there and it hold. You can't see what I did. Okay, so I just snipped a couple of times here and here with my scissors. Don't use your good paper snips. Use some skookum scissors. And then you just take your twine and pop it in there. I just push that down a little bit and pop that in there, and it holds your twine when it's on these round spool things. It will hold it from and stop it from unrolling. What's the paper pack called that you did these? Okay, it is called Exploring in Color Cards and Envelopes, and it's 163113 is the product number. Rosemary, did you get that? What am I sending you? What am I sending you, Dimity? Am I sending you a card? Yes, like a spool of thread, Wendy. Okay, so the paper pumpkin refill kits do not come with a stamp set, but honestly, you don't need it. They do not come with the ink spot. I think it was boho blue this time, but it comes with everything else. Oh, and it doesn't come. So we had special stickers. This was our freebie. Were these stickers this time? And you don't get those in the refill kit, but you get the envelopes and the card bases and the twine, the instructions, adhesives, and of course all these little bits. They all come in the kit. So there's compasses and all sorts of stuff. And I'll show you the envelopes. Now, before I do this, let me just go and check that they actually have these in stock before I tell you that they're available. Okay, so to find them, you go to menu, shop products, kits, paper pumpkin, and then refills past kits. Oh, nope. They do not have the kits are sold out. I will show them to you, but the kits for the envelopes 163113. But the paper pumpkin kit the refills are sold out. But in them there was 3 different envelopes. So there's this envelope, that envelope, and this seat's got buffalo on it. And then that envelope. And then there was this card base. So I cut these and made 2 card fronts out of them because why not, right? So there was that one. And then there's this one with the buffalo. And it, once again, it's scored in the middle. So I cut them and made 2. And then this is the 3rd card base that you get. So this one this is one of the ones I made out of the kit, the add-on kit. This one is here. See, that one is that half. And this one is this half. And then here's the one with the canoe on it. So that card made 2. And then there's the buffalo ones. So there's the ones with the buffalo. So that one, and then this one, and then that one, and that one. 163113 for exploring in color. Okay, who asked that question about the card kit? Lynn. Hi, Lynn. It was a paper pumpkin. It was May's paper pumpkin, but the refill kits are sold out. These are the ones that I'm showing now. And they were available when on Tuesday when I looked, but they're now all sold out. So all you can get is these ones. So here's the card I made out of this, and I cut it off and put it on a card base, a copper clay card base. And then we used this one for that card, and we used this one for that card. Thanks, Yvonne. I appreciate you hanging out with me. And if anybody's interested in these, give me a comment, an email, or a Facebook message. If you're watching this on the replay, thanks so much for joining me. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you subscribe and you'll get notifications when I upload all my videos. Doing card kits with paper already on the base. Well, yeah, these all come on bases. So this is a card base. Oops. This is a card base. So you just fold it and it's a complete card. But I like mine on, I like to cut mine and use them on card bases. So that's why you don't see me using the card bases, but they are, all of them are card bases. See this one folds in the middle, and this one folds in the middle. So there is card bases. Yep. That's okay, Lynn. Questions are good. All right, everybody. Thanks so much. Have a wonderful weekend, and I'll be back on Monday night. Same time, same channel. Stampin' Smiles. Oops. Stampin' Smiles. Bye for now.